Hey everyone, this is Alana with FidgetHaven Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Fat Boy Jr. by Joe Gaetano at Steampunk Spinners. They're currently sold for $99. The Fat Boy Jr. is the latest in the Fat Boy line. It's been designed to provide middle ground between the Fat Boy Nano and the standard size Fat Boy. Unfortunately, I don't have the standard size Fat Boy, so I won't be able to show you any sort of comparison. It's a tri-spinner that's shaped like a radioactive symbol. It's made of stainless steel and has a very, very clean looking machine finish to it. It has brass buttons, and underneath you'll find a full ceramic R180 bearing that's held in place with a bearing lock system. It measures 1.69 inches and it weighs in at 70.2 grams on my scale, including buttons. For comparison, the Fat Boy Nano measures 1.25 inches and it weighs in at 23.9 grams on my scale, including buttons. Now, when I was trying out the Fat Boy Nano, I did discover that the radioactive symbol is really wonderfully turned into a spinner. I find that the wide arms allow for very minimal drag, especially when you're turning, and it increases the smoothness of the spin and the outward mass. The outward angle that the sides of the arms have, going from the bearing to the outer edge, is fantastic for easy catching and releasing, both when flicking or when pulling down from the face. Now, I find that I most often spin in general by pulling down from the face. However, the spin with the Fat Boy line feels so good when flicking that I find I really almost exclusively use it that way, though I do flick in both directions. The edges are slightly chamfered, which minimizes discomfort if you're catching it from the edges. The corners are a tad bit pointy, but honestly, it's not enough for me to complain about at all. I really, really like the clean machining lines and the pattern that they make when it catches the light while it's spinning. It's very hard to pick up on camera, but I assure you that it looks really cool in person. The threaded buttons are made of brass. They have a diameter of 22 millimeters. They're flat with a small raised lip around the edge. The Steampunk Spinners logo and name has been etched on both of them. I don't really feel strongly about these buttons in either direction. They're not the most comfortable, but they're also not uncomfortable. Brass isn't my preference, as I really don't like the way that it makes my hands and fingers smell, and because of that, I'd love to see them offer them in other metals. I don't love the etching on the buttons, but they do increase the grippiness, so there is a small silver lining there. I would also love to see these buttons as concave, but they are okay the way that they are. They have a good height, and they don't contribute to finger or hand fatigue. The bearing is a full ceramic R188 with permanent ceramic shields. It's held in place with a bearing lock system for easy maintenance and replacement. As always, I'm going to be honest and let you know that I really dislike the bearing. The more time that I spend with hybrid and steel bearings, the less I like ceramic. I find the bearing to be both loud and very rough feeling. I know that Joe is on the hunt for his perfect bearing, so I do hope that he finds them and that these may change over time. I chose to test it with both the stock bearing and a one-drop stainless steel one. It feels absolutely amazing with the one-drop bearing, I have to be honest. I don't usually like smoothness, but it just feels like butter. With the one-drop bearing, it has earned a pretty high spot on my list of spinners with the change. The spinner has virtually no drag when turning from horizontal to vertical, and it has a really nice medium-strength gyro feeling when you move it about. I did do some spin time tests with the one-drop bearing, but I'm not going to go over them as I feel that reviews should really be done with stock parts. That said, the stock ceramic bearing with my first two-handed table spin was 3 minutes and 12 seconds. My second two-handed table spin was 2 minutes and 57 seconds. I chose to clean it with 91% alcohol, and after a good wash and a quick dry with compressed air, my third two-handed table spin was 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Now, I do usually clean ceramic bearings with dish soap, but because these are permanent shields on the bearing, I didn't want to risk it getting trapped inside, and I felt like ISO was probably the best way to ensure that they'd become fully dry. Overall, I'm truly digging this spinner. While I do dislike the stock bearing, it feels magical with a one-drop bearing in it. The bearing lock system allows for very easy replacement, and that's a huge plus to it. It feels great in the hand, it spins smoothly, it's well balanced, and it's a fantastic size for pretty much anybody. Like with the Nano, I do think that it should be just a few dollars less expensive. However, also like with the Nano, I personally think that it's worth having. I think that it's excellent for both distraction and concentration, though probably more so for concentration if you're choosing to use a quieter bearing. Joe is, as always, fantastic to speak with. I really hope that you'll give these and the rest of the Phat Boy line a look. Again, this is the Phat Boy Jr. by Joe Garetano at Steampunk Spinners. I am Alana with FidgetHaven Reviews. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to post them in the comment section below. I really hope that this was helpful for you and that you found some interesting information here. I greatly appreciate you watching, and I do hope that all of you have a fantastic day. I'm going to continue on with the spin time test. So again, thank you so much for watching.